Witnesses are recalling what they saw happen during a car accident involving a Corpus Christi police cruiser last night. Those details are in tonight's top story. The accident happened right before 10:30 Saturday night near Vic's Burgers off Air Street. One witness tells us they saw a CCPD officer speeding without his emergency lights on into an intersection. And according to bystanders and family, the car crashed into a Monte Carlo with a man and his child inside.
We literally watched it, and that cop just nailed him right in the passenger side. And I understand he's doing his job. I can completely understand that. Even if you're an emergency vehicle, you know what I mean? At least have your lights on before you even pull out of the parking lot.
Again, this is what witnesses say they saw. Officials with the Corpus Christi Police Department tell us they are still investigating this incident and are not able to release any information regarding it at this time. Be sure to stay with 3 News for the latest updates on this developing story.